he moved to Altamont Springs in Seminole County, a county whose motto is Florida's natural choice. It didn't take Ward long to realize living in the wildlife area is not just something you do in the woods. Today's speech, titled Living with Bears, is part of the Presentation Mastery Pathway. Toastmaster Ward Glow, Living with Bears.
Thank you. Let's see if we can get this guy. When I moved here in 1997, I found bears everywhere. Who knew? Has anyone else seen a bear in their neighborhood? Quite a few. How about on your morning commute? Adult males weigh more than 700 pounds, and females more than 400. These beauties are not something I want to wrestle or dance with. Bears find us just as intimidating as we find them. Today I want to share some tips on living safely with them, let you know what you should do when you see a bear, because personally I feel uneasy sharing my morning walks with them. So what do you do when you see a bear? We're going to get to that run. I do want to run, which is what you shouldn't do. Bears will chase you. Don't run. Bear sightings are common enough in my neighborhood that we have a few unwritten rules. Most of us know this. First, if you see a bear, let everybody know, because seeing is believing. We all love evidence, so take a picture. Anybody take a picture of a bear in their neighborhood? My wife was driving to work and she saw a bear. She let everybody know, but no pictures. The block was highly disappointed. Second, take your garbage out on pickup day, not the night before. Third, and most important, if you want to live, leave the bear alone. Have you ever thought about what a bear might be thinking when they see you? They're scared too. They want to run. That poses the question. If the bears fear us, then why are they walking our streets? Why are they going to our grocery stores, our schools, our neighborhoods? There's a one-word answer to that question. Opportunity. Bears go where the food is. And you always see them on garbage days, sometimes the night before. The government and homeowner associations have done their best to train us. Put your garbage out on pickup day. I remember my first HOA email. Garbage cans and recycling bins cannot be placed at the curb any earlier than 5 a.m. on the day of collection, and it should be stored away inside of your garage between collection days. I'm sure Morris has received similar emails and loves the government telling him what to do. I don't know about you, but my garbage pickup happens between 6:30 and 7:30 a.m. Ty, that would be 0 dark 30 for the military folk out there. Instead of rising with the crows, half my neighbors roll their garbage out the night before. I've even done it myself a few times. Even with the county-required bear protection garbage lids, half of those overfilled cans can still add a bag or two to the side, which creates a prodigious stench. How many blocks look like that after Thanksgiving? Remember the smell? To a bear, a whole city block of leftovers is like going to Golden Corral. Picture the young bear cub as a cub reporter, putting out the news from the Daily Sleuth. By the way, Eugene, groups of bears are called sleuths because they're curious. You could also call them a sloth because they lumber slowly. But this reporter, this cub, is from the Daily Sleuth. And here's our cub reporter with a news bulletin. I'm sure he'll explain more. Here's the roundup. Don't run. Let the bear run. Thank you, Cub reporter. All right. Would your address be on the sleuth report? There are days when mine would. If you don't want to meet a bear, do the right thing. Take your garbage to the curb the morning of. Take it to the curb. And another thing, don't you find that our roads and highways get busier and have more traffic every holiday season, especially around Christmas? We love going to the theme parks during Christmas, and so does everyone else north of us driving south. How about in the spring and the summer? Anyone have wonderful memories, maybe riding their Sea-Doos on spring break? We all know what really happens during spring break, and the bears have their own spring break, which leads to mama bears walking cubs around town, looking for new dens, finding new places. They're more active in spring and summer because that's mating season. Now here's the sad part. Last April, a juvenile black bear was seen walking north of Orlando. You might have remembered that news report. All the way to College Park. By the end of the month, the bear crossed Fairbanks Avenue. We know how busy that is. Where he was hit and killed while dodging cars. In July, another black bear was hit while crossing I-75 in Lee County. That's sad. What do you think the bears have to say about that? Let's get back to our cub reporter. Caution, Beartown, it's deadly out there. We all know Floridians can't drive. Plus, all those tourists from God knows where have their own set of rules. It's deadly out there. Look both ways before crossing. Thank you, cub reporter. Considering black bears are the real Floridians, quote unquote, the real Floridians, you can't send them back with the tourists after holiday season. The bears are overcrowded, we're overcrowded, the streets are deadly, and it's getting worse every day. Surely there must be something we can do. Donuts are the answer. Since stale donuts are the bears' favorite treat, let's strike up a partnership with Krispy Kreme and help them find their way to our many natural parks and refuge places. Who doesn't want an annual theme park pass? For a lifetime. As they say with bears, you can't live with them, and they're not going anyplace. Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster.